So I'm Darío Brook. I'm a physician and I'm specialized in infectious diseases and also work as an epidemiologist. That's one important thing to be aware when dealing with yellow fever. There are no special groups in which we can know beforehand which patients will develop a more severe form of yellow fever. Usually what we think that it should be done is that you should do some sort of triage on the arbor-like, on all the patients that develop a arboviral disease complex of symptoms that lead you to think that you might have a yellow fever patient, especially if you have yellow fever cases in your region, and then do exams towards the liver function in order to be able to detect very early those patients to be able to refer them to a higher complexity center. The characteristics in medical history that are useful when dealing with yellow fever patients are mostly that these are usually patients who are male, young males who are working in the fields, working in rural areas. So those are the ones most likely to develop yellow fever, much more due to an epidemiological characteristic that these male patients are especially the ones that are not vaccinated, and also those who are in contact with the vectors that transmit to them the yellow fever. But there is no specific profile that will make us able to foresee who will develop a more severe form of yellow fever or not. So the lab tests that are more important are those related to the liver functions. Have in mind that this is a sort of extreme hepatitis, not a fulminant hepatitis, but a hyperfulminant hepatitis. So you're likely to find AST or TGO very high on those patients, and if not, LDH can be also a useful marker of liver destruction, and therefore a very useful triage method to seek out early detection of yellow fever patients amongst the various cases of arboviral disease that you might be facing on rural areas. So hydration symptoms should be managed as a very much supportive, with a very much supportive approach. Bear in mind that this is not dengue. Yellow fever is not dengue. You should not give a big overload of fluids. The physiopathological mechanism in yellow fever are much more related to the liver destruction than to loss of fluids to third spaces. So do avoid acetaminophen and other drugs that might injure or enhance the liver injury more. Try to keep a euvolemia of those patients. Refer them to a higher complexity reference as soon as you can. So when a patient with yellow fever shows warning signs, you need to refer them as soon as you can to a place where you will have an ICU support, and which makes this a very daunting question, because the place where yellow fever happens is specifically the places where you do not have that complex care that you need in order to face it. So this is very much about finding them and tracing them as soon as you can, so that you can get them to a higher complexity reference before they show warning signs. So usually the young males in general, do not seek primary care to get vaccinated. So the profile of patients who are those who are not vaccinated is the same profile of those who are exposed. So yellow fever has this very awkward power of finding those who are not vaccinated, but it is probably due to this very specific profile. Young, healthy males who did not get vaccinated because of that cultural profile are also the same ones who are exposed to sabetes and aemobulbus in the rural areas, and also those who will be in a harder position when needing to finding more complex care. And yellow fever has this very specific difficulty, which is they need very complex care. If this is an ICU, very much an ICU disease, how do you get those people who are in very far away regions to this ICU care? It would be certainly easier to just vaccinate everyone, but apparently there's always someone who did not get vaccinated, and yellow fever finds them.